if there's no pre-game business, pause for pre-game business.
Shots.
Lapis
lazuli.
I'm listening to an audiobook and they use that as a descriptive word this morning, and I was like, "Aw, I should take a shot." They don't have any Jello.
I also heard that as a description in a book a couple weeks ago, but the pronunciation was so awful. I laughed out loud.
That's amazing.
Is it lazuli?
It was lapis lazuli.
Oh, that's rough.
That's a thing.
I hate it when narrators don't know words and they're just like, oh, yes. Drives me bonkers.
1, 2, 3.
I heard want to squeeze.
He said, more juice, please.
Oh.
Close.
He doesn't speak great
At
English.
your throat, and I was like, "Oh, buddy, it's going to be one of those days."
He couldn't even say those words. The fact that he's asking for anything.
Now he's zonked out.
I know we're just starting, but I need a bio. Give me 30 seconds.
While we're doing the recap to catch Zach up.
Please.
Yeah, let's do a for Zach recap buying Renan 30 seconds of bio time.
30 minutes.
Who remembers what we did well enough to recap it for a previously on Dungeons and Dragons minus Draco?
I remember how we lost Draco, but I don't really remember the rest. So I will start there, and then someone else can fill in.
Oh, go for it.
We were on the road in the mountain trying to find the beast. And when we did, Draco used the horn because magic told him that he had it because no one had it in their inventory. And when you used the horn, you summoned a visage of the hunter guy. And when you touched it, you two swapped places. So we figured out that's how the horn works. So you're in his throne room being doted upon by his handmaidens and such, and he joined the fight with us. We went and we killed the creature, and then instead of
jumped on its back.
Yes, Hoppy jumped on its back, and instead of getting you back because it was going to get dark soon, we headed back to the village. And then we were in the village, and somebody did some kind of magic thing that Hoppy put himself outside, and there's screaming and weird noises that we went to investigate. And that's about.
Yeah, we're chasing shadows now.
Oh. And we're in some sort of burial ground cemetery. I think the totems, we were just like, we wish somebody knew something about these totems. And I think John was pretty much like, yeah, that would be great, wouldn't it? And of course, you're in La La Land, so we need to decide if we're going to transition or what. And that's kind of where we left it off.
We can get you at any point by just swapping you with the hunter.
Gotcha.
But we wanted to keep the hunter for a little bit just in case he knew stuff about what was going on.
Makes sense.
Well, Draco's also in a safe place where he's going to potentially forget we exist if we're out and about, or we're kind of also factoring that in, that the memory loss might factor into this. And it would be interesting to know if Draco remembers us the next day.
Right.
I think we get Draco.
No.
Get rid of this hunter. Bye,
Hunter's
hunter.
been really cool, though. He's kind of the guy she told you not to worry about.
I think what we need to worry about is the hunter's laptop, though.
So far, I've never met a man I didn't have to worry about in the end. So, but
Are you worrying about his end?
The what?
I said, why are you worrying about his end?
It's her end.
That you've never met a man that you didn't have to worry about in his end.
In the end is what I said. But way to make it about butts, John.
Butt adjacent.
Yep. I think that's a pretty thorough recap. Now that everybody's back, kitty cat.
Okay,
Aww.
hi. This is my boyfriend Clementine.
Hi, Clementine.
He's the love of my life. Okay, hi, Mr. Clem. Okay, sorry.
Eli.
I got distracted by this cat.
Yep. So we're here. We are in the forested area. There are freshly dug burial mounds. In the burial mounds, they did discover the corpse of the merchant's husband from the beginning of this adventure. All of the corpses that they've seen so far have been recently killed. However, there's like the head, the skull cavity
tentacles.
is collapsed on itself and like hollow, and their eyes are solid white opaque, and there's like black tendrils of like sort of like trauma injury that inks away from their eye sockets, down and wrapping around their skull, temple, and cheeks area. In this area, there's this low-lying, clinging fog that's reducing visibility considerably and lends an air of creepy to everything.
Mhm.
They followed shadows that took the shape of human form and sort of scared / taunted them to follow to this location, at which point one of the shadows descended, disappearing into that first burial mound that was dug up. And I think that's exactly where we left it, was the discovery of the corpse being that of the merchant's husband, and wondering what exactly that all meant. So
We knew about the tentacles.
elaborate.
It looked like they had been sucked on by some sort of octopus type tentacles.
Our girly, my bartender.
Yeah, the bartender.
Do these bodies also have those marks?
Let me scroll up. I don't know if we did a investigation check. I'm not seeing
think
one.
Anybody was smart enough to do that. It's like we're novices and we've never played before.
Hey!
Who pulled up the body? Wasn't it Amon?
I don't remember who dug it up. But
no, it was Hoppy.
Yeah,
apparently
usually
only wants to
Hoppy.
go back and take a look at it with more carefully considered eyes. As delicate as Oni can be with anything, which I assume is not a lot, gently sort of trying to parse the corpse in its entirety, half in the hole, half out of the hole, as it still remains. Difficult because the skin is dead and has been for a while, so like some of the surface area, petechiae may have resolved, disappeared, or be harder to tell now based after, on how it was loosely buried. You get the impression that its shoulders and the back of its head below the hairline do show similar signs of trauma to that you saw with the barkeeper, except that the wound tracks, the size seems significantly larger. Not inferring context, but just to give you an image, if the barkeep was sucked upon, as Hoppy said, by a large octopus, then this body was sucked upon by a huge octopus. The markings are similar in size or in a shape and sort of like intentionality, but the size is radically different.
Okay, and we took a short rest, right? So everyone's
Yes.
not dying. Great.
So at least one corpse bears the same kind of sucker marks that we saw on the other, more recently dead body.
Not digging up a bunch of corpses. We need to keep going in these woods and see if we can't find whatever the freak is doing this. But that's me. I don't want to just keep digging up bodies.
I like digging up bodies.
I'm going to relay what I saw and then ask if
right.
we want to resummon Draco and see if he wants to check them for magic or something.
Draco, bring him back. I did not just say that. That's not me. Draco, I might have forgiven you finally.
Ooh, wow. That's a surprising turn of events.
It won't last. You'll do something else to earn her ire.
I just remembered you told everyone that I had on you and you rejected me. I hate you again.
If you want Keo to use the horn, he is agreeable to that. Saying that his hunt is basically concluded with the defeat of the Barian Drake and harvesting its meat and trophy. He's happy to swap out for Draco, but doesn't want to
Get
leave
horny, Hunter.
you. That's my secret. I'm always horny.
That's Draco's line.
He blows deeply on his horn, creating that disturbing underwater resonant tone again. The shimmering pool of water appears in the air again, only a millimeter thick, but through it, you can see into the throne room where Keo came from, and through that now sort of like pane of glass that the pool of water has created, you can see Draco with his feet up over the left side of the armchair and his top half draped over the left side of the armrest, and two female attendants who they're remarkably scantily clad, given their normal dress code, are feeding him grapes one at a time, while he kicks away several empty tankards of ale.
That sounds like a
Yes.
great day.
See, I
You
told you,
you've
I took care
accidentally
of you.
disturbed the bacchanalia.
This is the best day ever.
I roleplayed you to the best of my ability.
Perfect.
It takes a moment for anybody in that room to realize that the horn's portal has been created. It takes, Keo to make his
shit.
attendants realize that someone is there. They immediately
No,
withdraw and
don't
demur,
leave. Don't leave. Don't.
scooting to the side, and he places his hand on the pool of water, expecting you to quickly do the same. He's not hiding his agitation at all.
You
But
guys
fish
must
lady
need
boobs.
me. Boobies. Bye-bye. Click.
As
right.
you touch your hand to the pool of water, there's a moment of like cold, wet sensation that washes over your entire body.
Cold
and
shower, really? Or getting a cold shower on top of it?
Yes, you might need it. In a moment, though, your body is like shocked to the reality of a warm, humid jungle climate, and you are knee deep, well, in your case, probably waist deep in this low-lying, clinging ground fog. You can no longer hear the beautiful songs that were being sung to you in the throne room. The smell of roasting meat is gone. Um, the beautiful attendant's perfume no longer in your nostrils. Intense jungle smell and that of mild putrefaction have replaced those pleasant scents. And as the portal closes, Keo looks at you, probably knowing the vast difference in experiences, and just kind of smiles at you, nodding as the portal closes.
Oh, why did I? Oh, why did you guys bring me back here of all places? I was in heaven.
They just won't let you have nice things.
Nope.
I guess not. I do have notes though for the grotto.
Excellent.
Yes.
Come look at this dead body and tell us what you see.
Hope you had fun with the winches. Now it's time for.
Mhm.
All right. Begrudgingly, I'll go over, examine the body. I do have my what's it? My medicine stuff. Would that help? Like just for me to know what's going on?
If you were looking to determine like cause of death or how long it's been dead, that's like a good use of your knowledge of medicine.
I'd probably see how long he's been gone. But then again, we kind of know. He's
I
been
mean,
gone.
you certainly know like a ceiling at which point he was definitely alive 3 days ago.
Right.
Since he's been
I'll give.
lounging, should he have more health? I didn't
Yeah, he should
use his
probably be
hit
at full.
dice. Yeah, okay, that's what I was thinking.
Thank you. All right, so here's my medicine.
To acclimate, Draco casts Drop Your Cock and Grab Your Socks.
Yep.
All right. You taking a look at the corpse, you agree with Oni's initial investigation that these marks look remarkably similar. You do place his time of death sometime in the last probably 48 hours, but certainly not longer than a week, which, unfortunately is information you kind of already had.
Yeah.
But it's also definitely older than 24. So you would put it between 1 and 2 days dead. You are uncertain for sure of the cause of death, but the sunken skull and opaque sunken eyes are certainly a very unique condition. Were you to perform any kind of autopsy, you might gain more information. But looking at it, those kinds of sunken features happen when there's the absence of like substrate within the body. In this particular example, it would seem as though like the brain and its associated materials is there or is no longer there or is shrunken somehow. That's why the skull has sort of collapsed on itself and the eyes are sunken deep in their sockets.
Okay, so it looks like he got sucked out through this, cave in at the top of his head. So it's been dead for about a day or two.
Was it a brain
Which is
sucker?
kinda-
Did it go hungry?
I'm. Well, once it were to get onto Renan, it would definitely starve to death. But I think we're doing this guy. He was on top of his stuff.
Pew, pew. Fuck you.
It was your idea to bring me back right now, wasn't it?
I will take full credit for that, motherfucker. Sorry, keep telling us all of the important things you learned.
Well, from back
Oh, was
where
that
I
it?
was.
Was that-
that was
I'm
basically
sorry, was
it.
that-
Yes.
Yeah, was that it?
at the
Okay,
moment.
cool.
Yeah.
So I'm so glad I brought you back for nothing.
Does this sound like a creature that our ranger would know about?
I have a question.
Sure.
Is anyone else are you guys all assuming the same thing I'm assuming, and that like if we keep uncovering these dead people, it's probably it's probably people that everyone in the village forgot, which tells me that someone is covering this up.
Yep.
Someone knows that there's a creature out here. I mean, I know that's a really lofty assumption, but it seems like there's a problem going on that they can't contain. And so rather than contain it, or they're allowing whatever it is to happen and saying, don't go into the woods, there's scary shit out there.
Mm-hmm.
And
or the creature itself is creating the forgetful state.
so the creature that's not touching the other people is making
Is
all of
making
the other
other people
people in the
forget.
village forget.
The aura. But
Maybe,
they wouldn't
but
have,
I think it's
thing is,
probably
so
likely
they
that
wouldn't
there's a
have buried
cover-up.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
someone's
doubt they would
burying
bury
them.
it. So
Someone's burying them. Someone's covering it up. So there's something bigger going on here. We need to go talk to the bitch. The one
Yeah,
that
do
tried to
the.
get us killed.
Mm-hmm.
I want to look at the
Hold on.
graves and see. Okay,
Okay.
Yeah,
Please
that's
continue.
right, Zeke.
Okay.
Okay. Well, okay, it's your turn now. You go. I wasn't talking. You know who I'm talking about, though. The big bad that was like, fine then. See if you can remember anything. When we were in the fight to like prove our worth and our like
Mhm.
Are
I
you
get what
talking
you're
about High Regent Lillipillipi?
Yeah, Lillipillipi. That's just rolls off the tongue. Lillipillipi.
It kind of does.
But we can't get to her, right? Like that's part of our problem. We can't get to her. Yes, thank you for showing me your tongue, John.
Yes.
Everyone wanted to see that.
I just wanted you to see it roll off.
Yes, thank you. We can't get to her, right? Like we tried?
Yes, she remains cloistered in the high temple. There's you're in the high garden now, or that's like the highest point you've visited in the city where elevation is equivalent to status. There's a ring where the wealthiest people in the city live above that, and then at the pinnacle where the temple to Khonshu is, there's two floating, like suspended in the air, floating satellite palaces, and High Regent Lillipillipi uh, lives there. She hasn't left that, according to the people that you've talked to, in many, many years, and only has routine audiences of the highest elevated members of her society, like attend a weekly sort of banquet where she engages with her society in that way and in that way alone. And the whole point was you guys were trying to earn station and status enough to either garner an invite or to be granted a special audience with the High Regent so that you might ask her all of the important questions up to and including negotiating access to the Temple of Khonshu.
Okay, I think I kind of want to check out some of these other mounds right here. But with how thick the fog is, I think I should cast Gust to kind of help blow it out away so that way it's not so... We could possibly see some traps or
How about
whatnot.
we don't waste a freaking
It's
spell on that?
It's a cantrip, so it's okay.
Oh, okay, you're good. My bad.
Yeah, I also want to
Yeah.
investigate the mounds to see if they look like they were made by either a Coatoan or a human, or if they look like they were more like instinctual, like a spider, kind of an animal hiding its leftovers or something like that.
We're going to say these are happening at the same time, but I'm going to deal with that sounds weird. I would like to resolve Amon's inquiry first, if that's all right with everybody.
Yep.
Give me a survival check, Amon. That is an impressive survival check.
Hell yeah.
I'm a survivor. I'm not going to give up.
I'm a survivor.
You're not going to survive much longer if you keep doing things like that, okay?
The mounds themselves seem dug with intention and tools. It would be difficult for you to know exactly like whose hands used the tools, whether they be human, Kuatoan, or something else, but definitely like a bipedal humanoid with tools dug these mounds. However, where previously you had not noticed anything, a 26 is quite good. There are deliberately disguised animal tracks in these areas. Maybe you didn't notice it earlier because of the fog, or perhaps because these tracks have been like deliberately hidden that you confuse them for something else. But there are large quadrupedal heavy animalistic footprints around here now. Their gait is unusual, and their foot pads are different sizes and shapes, so it's hard to put together. But now that you're sort of like tuned into that possibility, you're seeing it for the first time, instead of it looking like a muddle of different footprints, you think these belong to a quadrupedal animal, something with 4 feet, the 4 feet of which are not uniformly sized and shaped, and effort has been taken to sort of hide these footfalls in the fresh dirt.
That's why we got an
Is
expert ranger.
airy and shows intentionality. Draco, whilst he's doing that, you decide to druid toot and blow some fog away. You cast,
That's right.
and you dispel some of the fog right around the mound, clearing it up. It's incredibly clear. Even some of the area of the tree line behind it, where all of these ceremonial trees had been erected in the past, like saplings done to represent each corpse that was laid there, in an honorific sense. And you take a moment to sort of look at all of the trees, and you can see that they have been growing at different times, with the emblem denoting who's buried there, having had grown with the trees at different rates. You can't read the names because they're written in the Coatoan language, but you can see different names. And as you're sort of not quite parsing, but glancing through these names, having just cleared this immediate area of fog, you are reading between the third and the fourth name when your eyes meet the gaze of another set of eyes just standing there silently between the trees. It was previously invisible, but now you find yourself staring directly at this massive creature standing almost 10 feet tall.
Oh
Its
shit!
head hung low between the things staring at you. It's got a maw of crooked, recurved teeth. Attached to its large muscular back are two flailing appendages that end in tentacle-covered suction cups, pronged with sickle-shaped spines. It has eyes all along the top ridgeline of its head that seem to be human eyes of various different colors, and its feet are misshapen humanoid hand and foot appendages that look like they've been sort of, I don't know, like if they were a plastic figure cut off with a hot knife and sort of just melded onto something. It looks very much like a human hand and a human foot are its two front feet, but it doesn't match like the rest of its body. Very clearly a gross.
Hey, Renan, your boyfriend's here.
It sees you seeing it, and once the fog is totally blown away from it, it just gently opens its mouth, and Draco, in your mind, not through your ears, and you're only served this because it's happened to you a couple of times in recent memory, you can hear the words, "Dinner is served," and the creature
Ew.
charges you. I'd like to have everybody roll initiative.
Oh shit! Shit! You guys brought me back for this. Wow! Wow!
Beat that, motherfuckers.
I think I did.
Get those
Yeah.
nat ones out of the way when they don't matter.
I don't know. This guy's charging right at me.
All right. Renan is the first to react, which is funny given
Boyfriend
your
sometime.
relationships. She sees it charging you and decides to meh. Renan, what would you like to do?
Do my regular for now. I know, but it's tried and true, guys.
There you go.
Hey,
That'll do.
Ah! Hold on.
Damn.
Hold up. Tell me what 46 gets me, sir.
Second date,
I would like-
apparently. There
Hold
you go.
on. Hold on. Look at how much damage I just did.
7
Just
damage.
take-
Nice.
Take that in. Take that in, Draco, you bitch.
She kept screaming, "Take it, take it!" All right, 46 says you are able to maneuver towards your opponent while attacking and harassing them. After your attack, you can choose to automatically succeed in grappling your opponent if you have a free hand, or shoving your opponent if both hands are in use. I don't know that you want to move, or rather you can't move. I will give you the option instead of saying that particular attack was so impactful that it knocks him prone, or I'll give you the option to like take the dodge action. Any attacks against you for till the beginning of your next turn are made at disadvantage. You can pick from those two. Either you sort of like wraith away into the shadows after taking your cheap shot, or you just knock this guy in his ass.
I already have that in my abilities to do, so I'm definitely knocking that big ass motherfucker prone.
Nice. Shot hits like right into his mouth, sort of Legolas style, out the back of his throat. It hacks. Draco, your mind floods with a stream of common language profanities.
God damn it.
Son of a bitch, motherfucker! That little cunt! it is like rageful, and it
Can't.
has a potty mouth.
I can't tell if it's my thoughts or its thoughts right now.
It falls over lurched. You can also like it flashes like a moment sensation of pain and then just blind rage. Amon, it's your turn.
All right. I guess I will stick to the phase two.
Rivers
Just to
and the
see.
lakes that you're used to.
Don't
You
go
You know, just
chasing.
because of that, I'm gonna do something different.
You said I'm gonna stick to, and naturally, I had to say that the whole.
Yeah, I
lyric.
quote song lyrics and you get mad at me, and
I'm who I am.
okay.
Because if you weren't, then why would you say you were?
Thanks for that. Caleb, you've always got John to back you up.
I'm gonna do something interesting. I'm gonna cast Daylight.
Daylight.
Ah.
Master of Karate.
Oh ho ho.
And I'll cast Hunter's Mark even though it won't do anything on this turn.
Ooh.
And that will be the extent of my turn.
I just removed the fog altogether. Daylight will eliminate any of the darkness disadvantages that may or may not have come into play at some point in the near future, and I have to imagine that much daylight would also radically change the temperature on the ground enough that the fog would evaporate. So we're just going to go with that. You've cleared line of sight in this area within 60 feet of you for as long as an hour, I think it is. Yeah, 1 hour.
Yeah.
And you've Hunter's marked the creature, and it's now Oni's turn.
Is there any kind of disadvantage that the creature gets from being, blinded?
Blinded by the
Is it
light?
blinded?
I don't know if it's actually blinded. I guess it would say that in the spell if that were a
It
thing.
would, yeah.
Yeah.
I ask only because like blinded is a specific condition in D&D.
Right.
It has no specific vulnerability to sunlight. Like some creatures, like a vampire, might
Right.
be at disadvantage or recoil from it. It doesn't seem to care night or day.
Cool. All right. That's it for me then.
It's still knocked prone, right?
It is laid down.
Do I get advantage on my attacks since it's prone?
Let me look here. It says no, not for warriors. Yeah, green light.
Okay. 27 for 9 damage. Not as impressive as 57.
But it gets to Turtle Hermit. When it's laying down, it gets plus 40 AC.
What? That's not true.
One of which is a critical.
Here, tell me what that is before I do my third swing.
17 says... Oh no, you feel the ebb and flow of the battle and know where to make your next move. After your turn, you move to the top of the initiative order.
Yeah. And 14 more for good measure.
That was pretty decent damage, all things considered.
I agree.
I'll take 41.
We still can't see the hit bar, or health bar, just so you know. I don't know if that's on purpose or not.
Oh, no, weird. I thought I turned it on. Draco whispered it to me earlier. Sorry, gang.
There it is.
Yep.
Then that's my turn. Now it is Weird Tentacle Monster's turn.
No, it's Hoppy's turn.
Oh, now
Hoppy
it's Hoppy's
first.
turn.
That's what she said.
Yay!
I will be the.
Unless we are referring to Hoppy as the weird tentacle monster. I didn't get that memo.
No, I'm sorry.
I am going to press all the buttons and do all the things and smack him with my smacking stick, and I'm going to move over here because I know that I'm going to have to kill him with my horns after I miss twice. So I'm just
You
prepping
get
for that.
advantage. It's okay. You get advantage
prone.
because he's still laying
Oh,
down.
the double
I
crit
know.
miss. One. That's a hit.
20,
Nice.
27 damage and 18 damage. He's got 3 hit points left.
He is deceased.
Oh.
Draco, you were the only person with whom it technically had a chance to speak. As it dies, you feel a sense of like disappointment and fear flood the creature's mind as it realizes it's dying. And regret. It seems like it's disappointed someone that it reveres like a mother, but somewhere between like something matronly and something deific, like something between a god and a mom.
Are these the tentacles with the suction cups? Do they match the wounds that we saw?
These are, despite the creature's size, relatively small suctiony cups. These would match like what we experienced with the bartender lady's wounds. These do not match the wound patterns of the people that have recently been buried here.
So this is a
Happy,
baby.
after
baby.
you kill it, you're covered in its gore. You hear a rustling in the bushes beside you, and 2 more of the creatures emerge charging at you. They open their giant crooked maw of these needle-like recurved teeth, and for a moment you're being yelled at. It seems like they're spewing profanities at you, cursing you for killing their brother. But like the voices seem to exist only in your head because you look at Oni and she's just battle ready, but not responding at all to the disparaging remarks and threats that are coming from these 2 giant, disgusting tentacle monsters. And we'll go ahead and take my turn as they advance to you, and they will start with a bite attack.
Yell
Technically,
back,
I
Poppy,
could
yell
have.
back.
Technically, I could have ran over to them and horned them, but we'll go with this.
Oh no!
So
Uh,
angry they don't know how to respond.
So both misses. Yeah, it just absolutely enraged. They flail at you, missing. I will roll my fail. That's probably not good. He gets disadvantage on the next attack roll he makes against any target, which for right now is all he gets to do. Those were their turns. Draco, it's your turn, and then we'll start round 2.
Okay. I will go ahead and cast a pretty cool little nifty spell called. Wait, we're at night, right? Is
Yes.
nighttime? Okay, then this will be even more radiant because it is a moonbeam. Wow.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah. So, boink.
Sorry, I should have prepared Moonbeam, but whereabouts?
I do the nearest guy to me. Yeah, blah. There you go. Blah. He's is so radiant. And after that, I'll go back up a little bit.
Okay. Draco runs away. We start round number 2 with Oni's turn. I think she actually I don't see her. She maybe took the dogs downstairs. Let's skip her for now and go to Renan's turn.
Let's just hope that Renan can keep doing what Renan does best. You know, you can't get lucky all the time. Oh, see? I knew it.
13 regrettably misses.
Yeah, I don't have an inspiration. Okay, well then, I'm gonna move. I'm not gonna move. That was stupid. I'm good.
Still no Meg, so Amon, why don't you take your turn? Uh, 28 hits. Which one are you
Dang.
attacking? The one with Moonfire or the one without Moonfire? Did I not broadcast that?
I heard you say that, yeah.
Okay.
I don't hear Amon, though.
Jeez, I was muted
It'll
that
assume you-
entire time.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, the one that Zach mooned is the one that I'm shooting.
Sweet. Communal mooning commence.
Mooned. That's right.
All right. It looks like Meg is back. Amon, is that your turn? Any movement?
That is my turn. Nope.
Oni, why don't you jump in now, and then we'll go to Hoppy.
Did Draco or Hoppy mention to the group as we're fighting that these things are
No.
communicating with them? All right.
I don't believe that's been shared.
Then I'm going
Because
to
it happened pretty quickly, all that. And like
sidestep.
the new ones just showed up, so like, oh shit.
I'm going to sidestep up and over this dirt mound because I do not want to be disrespectful and step on it. And I'm going to do one of these. Oh, I still have advantage on. Sorry. 22. Hey!
Wow.
Nice. That silver sword is doing you some good work this day.
And let's see what a 44 says. Oh, that's the same one that Renan got.
I can knock
After
it
your
prone.
attack, you can choose to automatically succeed in grappling your opponent if you have a free hand, or shoving your opponent if both hands are in use.
So I shove it like into its brother?
There's no mechanical advantage granted by this for doing that. It's more just like you kick it over on its side. You cow tip it.
All right, let's do it so that I get advantage on my last swing.
22 hits, and I see 8.
Yep.
All right, now it is Hoppy's turn. Hop around. Hop
Hoppy.
around.
Hoppy is going to go after the red guy. We didn't have advantage on him, right?
The red one is currently prone, so the advantage would be granted to melee attacks.
All right, then I'll go ahead and do that. $21 hit.
Sorry, one moment. Game is lagging to shit.
A little bit.
Yes, and 15. I have to look. 15 matches. Yep, both hits.
Okay. Do I kill him?
And you do. He goes to
Great.
-6.
Then I get one more attack on the other guy.
Hit for 20.
I'll take it.
And then is my turn.
They must be really pissed since you did the final kill on both of them.
There he is.
They don't like me much. Then again, I'm just kind of a kill-stealing fucktard, so...
I will bite you.
Oh.
I did bite you, I think. Yeah.
Ooh, you did, unless I hit shield.
Well, you need Constitution saving throw too. DC 15.
I can make that. Hold on, let me read this. Do we have the ability to cure a disease?
Yes, we do.
All right, then I'm going to roll it. Bruh. There we go. 16?
Yep.
Mhm.
15 was needed.
Just barely. And then I'll make 2 tentacle attacks. I think 14 misses, but 23 hits maybe? Yeah, 23 hits.
Yeah.
That's some weak ass damage. It's a total of 16 from both attacks. And I.
Round it down, or?
Oh, you're
No.
raging?
Yeah, so 8 damage.
You are medium or smaller, so you're grappled by the 2 tentacles. But the escape DC is 13, which you could easily make if you want to use your action doing that. Or I think it'll end if you kill it. Draco, it's your turn. It has face-hugged Hoppy and is trying to eat him.
Yeah, I want to move my moonbeam right onto Homeby.
Right on top of Hoppy, got it.
Yeah, that's just right there. Then, gotta switch it over there. Sorry.
When you move the moonbeam, do I have to save, or is it just if I start my turn there? I know we ask this question every time, and I feel like there are 2 rules, and I don't remember which one of these it is.
Honestly, I don't quite remember. It just says I can move it whenever. Let's see.
Yeah, when a creature enters the spell's area for the first time or starts its turn there. So when at the beginning of my turn, you'll have to remember that if he's still alive, will take
Right.
1 fire damage.
But he still gets 20 for me just moving it into him, though, correct?
Is that true?
Because he's entered into it because I moved it. No.
Well, he didn't enter.
Well, he wasn't in it, and then he was.
He didn't move.
Okay. And that's my move, right? Because just moving my spell around. It's a concentration.
I would have to read that. Give me 1 second, and I'll peruse. Yeah, you can use your action to move the beam.
Yep. Oh, there we go.
Cool.
Any movement from Draco?
Nope.
All right then. Oni, round 3. Go.
I will let people know. I think the mama's around here somewhere. Got these 2 little babies. Or 3 little babies.
All right. Does 20 hit?
It does.
Then 30
How about
definitely
30?
hits.
I would hope so.
14 does not.
14 does not. That's true. Splashing into it for the first time, Oni, you can hear its disturbing vulgarities as it just screams profanities at you, and like immediately you just are washed in this sort of just intense sense of hatred and rage. Like it wants to kill you, but less because like you're on its territory or it wants to eat you, and more just because it hates. And not even you specifically, it just hates.
Rude.
Renan, your turn.
The odds are in our favor this time, guys.
Mm-hmm.
These have not been impressive creatures.
That's why mama scares me.
For all the damage they've done, it's wild that we're like just kicking their asses.
Well, these are smaller damage than what the whatever sucked these brains out.
It takes 23 from your sneak attack. Anything else from Renan, or is it Amon's turn?
Definitely a monster.
I'm on Europe.
All right.
2 hits for sure.
Daddy. Daddy.
That's gonna be it for me.
It remains at 9 hit points. Poppy, can you do 9 points of damage to it?
I don't think I can not do 9 points of damage to it.
Critical miss incoming. He is dead. Huppy, as you sink your warglaive deep into its body, kind of like a mercy kill, because it's raging at you, but also you see it seems more bestial than anything else. So it's kind of like this gentle, like a shovel into dirt mercy killing. It's still screaming profanities at you, but promises that you will all fall before her might, and then chortles and dies.
Guys,
Man,
it chortled. We got to be careful.
It chortled.
I also a Hoppy. I need to roll some stuff so you can get some health back.
Nah, I'm good.
Always our problem child.
No, you got flames that are giving health right now. You get the 3 dead
Oh.
bodies and all.
Oh, cool. What do I roll? 2d10?
2d10.
Sweet. I'm only missing 8, so
Yeah, so exactly. So you should be good.
I
of course
don't
I'm not.
mean to be a stickler, but is Fire Guy out?
He is
Oh.
not.
He is
But
not.
does he have to be out?
I think so.
30 feet of your wildfire spirit.
Me or the wildfire spirit? 30 feet of you or your wildfire
okay.
spirit.
Cool. Thank you. Sorry, I misread that.
What's your wisdom modifier? Do I get
Oh yeah.
all 8?
Gotta be 5 by now, I think.
My wisdom modifier. Where? Yes, 5. Yep.
Okay.
So you back to living.
Living that life. 2d10, we got 4? between
Quiet
2 between 2 and 20, and we got 4. Copy.
I think I would have gotten it 3 times, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Draco, it's up to you. You can maintain concentration on the moonbeam, which is just channeling down on the ground right there, or you can cease that spell.
I shall seize it. Poof.
And
Okay.
Mama comes.
I want to let people know what I heard from the one dude that I killed, and from the
You
looks of
didn't
it being
kill him.
smaller holes, than what these guys are, there's got to be a mama coming around. You explained the whole maternal
Yeah, I'll
feeling and all that, and
I'll
these
tell
are
them
brothers.
what I heard. So
As you huddle up to discuss your post-combat summary, a debrief, we'll call it a team debrief after your victory, your rather lopsided one-sided victory. What do you guys want to do? You've uncovered one hole. There was some talk about wanting to dig up other holes. There's also just abandoning this and going back to sleep somewhere to make sure you get the benefits of a long rest before the sun comes out.
Do we need to? You guys want to investigate any more in this area, or does it? Do you guys think it will even prove?
we
I
were
mean-
we were chasing the spirits into this area, right, John?
That is correct.
Yeah. So I
Well,
I think one of the questions we had was the totems. Did we answer that? Did Draco look at them?
I do not believe he has yet.
Okay, I'll take a gander at the creepy looking totem dudes.
And what's that in the top right corner?
That's two totems on top of each other.
Just
From
two
a
small
distance,
totems?
it looks like a totem of some size, shape, or variety.
Okay.
Do we have any idea what those things were doing here, or were they just waiting? I want to investigate the area where the first one appeared.
Like there-ish.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do the Draco thing first, because Draco
Mhm.
said he wanted to look at totems first. You weren't here for the description, Draco, so apologies to everybody else for repeating information. It is grown from a tree, a live tree. It has been deliberately manipulated. Its growth has been altered, sort of like you might with a bonsai tree, kind of forcing it to contort, trimming branches, etc., to create like a vaguely T-shaped tree.
Mm-hmm.
Um, there are ornamentations that have been hung from it and designed into it that create the appearance of various uh, totem animals. You recognize some of them as being native to this junglescape. As with all totems, you also suspect there's a spiritual significance associated to them. The top of the totem is a large coatl, the winged snakes that you guys found in the Oasis also.
Mm-hmm.
This one is broken. The coatl figure is off center, and its right wing is broken off and lays on the ground separately. There was carving, like scrawled rune work, carved into the base below where the coatl sits at the top of the totem pole. Um, but it seems like it's in Coatoan. It's not. It's not arcane script. It's just written word in a language you don't speak.
Gotcha.
Was the uh, being that we just fought on any of these totems?
Negative. And for what it's worth, since we have a ranger, the thing that we just fought is, I think the correct word would be alien to anyone's experience. This is a
Not a
completely
local.
novel experience. Yeah, not a natural creature that anybody's ever encountered before. It doesn't even match like any sort of like cryptid old wife tales you may have heard about. This seems entirely unique.
Um,
We should name it Renan Boyfriend Idiots. You know? Yeah.
Also, there was a concern or a question as to whether or not this creature was a beast of chaos. It was the thing that was brought up in last session. Killing them didn't seem to evoke any of the normal,
Marks.
penalty clause that comes with killing a beast of chaos. Nor do you see that mark upon any of these creatures. It doesn't necessarily mean it's not, but it seems like, from your experience now as
Not
being
likely.
2 for 2 on killing beasts of chaos, it doesn't seem like that at all.
Okay.
so do we want to go poke at that last totem and
Yeah.
see if the big bad shows up? Maybe I should go and poke at it.
Go be Pokemon.
I will go Pokemon.
Oh,
But I'm gonna do it carefully because
that's unusual
I am
for you.
smart.
Are you though?
Should
Mark,
I do
yes.
it for?
Hoppy,
Should, well, I've already been jump scared 3 times in this woods. I'm
oh,
pretty
that's
sure
fair. That's
that.
fair. Fool me 3 times, I'm going to start paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
um, Hoppy, as you get close to the statue, or the totem rather, like your trepidation is the right word, right? It's not fear, but like you do have that sort of, okay, if everything has a corner scare, then I assume that all corners will be scary. And you're
Mm,
giving it just reverence and respect.
yeah.
But as you approach it, in the jungle beyond it, you can hear the sound of something large moving, and you can hear a voice. It sounds low, gravelly, and there's almost like a bubbly quality to it that just says, "Pick up the pace. If we don't finish before the sun comes up, I'll have all of your asses."
M- My audio just cut out. I didn't hear what you just said. I'm sorry.
A low, gravelly voice in the jungle that is accompanying this sort of like, that's like tree limbs snapping, underbrush being shuffled. The sounds of movement is accompanied by a low-toned, gravelly voice that has a bubbly, almost liquid quality to it that says, "You all better pick up the pace now. If we don't finish before sunrise, I'll have all of your asses."
Can we all hear
Um,
that, or just him from where he's standing?
It's far enough away that Hoppy hears it pretty clearly. The most keen-eared among you might hear like a voice, but not necessarily what it said. And those without advanced wisdom scores have heard nothing so far.
okay.
I'd guess like Draco and Amon kind of like keen, their head tilting it sideways like a dog to like, what was that? Is that a thing? But I would guess that Renan and Oni have not heard it yet.
I'm going to like beckon the group and Mark would get Renan to go and search for this. Hoppy wouldn't. So Hoppy is going to go and jump scare these guys. He's going to go in there full roaring uh, mask on fire and try and scare these people, the whatever's talking over there.
Oni is right behind her gladiator arena companion.
Okay, so the plan is for you two to charge off into the woods to scare and or attack whatever's traipsing through.
Yes.
Say, wait, because I know what my dumbass siblings are going to do, and say, please just let me sneak ahead and I'll report back. If I'm not back in 3 minutes, nope, in 5 minutes, come find me. Please. I don't want you to, Hoppy's already hurt. Just give me a chance.
Hoppy isn't, though.
No, I'm good.
Stop helping, Draco.
Are you gonna like stop me from doing it?
Yes, I'm going to say, hold on.
I'm not moving back, so unless we may have I'm worried that we may have made too much noise and they're now aware that we're there.
I'm going to go shh.
Okay. I will be you guys are the boss, so I will let you do it. I'm not smart enough to be the boss.
Move your ass up there, Renan.
Okay, I would like to stay out of sight and see if I can see who or what is approaching. That is not going to be with advantage.
That's a 13 only from you? That's a 1? Oh, no.
Sometimes you go for it, and
Sometimes you
sometimes
do.
you win, sometimes you lose.
You sneak off into the underbrush after like gently
Can
asking
I
Hoppy. Go ahead, Amon.
can I give her my inspiration?
I'm fine with that.
Take
Give
it.
her a
Brandon, do you want to
gentle
use?
like bit of encouragement.
Yeah, just hey, remember
Take
your
my-
training.
I'll take my 30.
Gentle grab her on the shoulder. Hey, don't fuck this up.
Good thing you said that, pal,
Otherwise, I would have
because I was about
finger
to.
guns.
Um, Sneaking off into the underbrush, you walk past Hoppy, who kind of just understands that this is quiet time, but points in the direction that he heard the sounds. You hear them now too, clear as day. Whatever's approaching has made no effort whatsoever to be sneaky. Moving ahead of the group now, sort of off the map in the northeastern corner by about 60 or so feet, you emerge onto one of the well-traveled paths that sometimes shifts in this jungle, and you can see a large cart that has two torches on it. In the cart, you can see that there are 4 people in front, emaciated humans, pulling it along with lengths of corded rope, and behind them are 2 pushing it, and inside it's sort of like just a bale hay cart, so like sort of barely formed like wooden slats that create like a rib cage around the wagon's bottom, and it is just piled with corpses. In front of this whole train is a frog-like Kuatoan. Most of the Kuatoans you have encountered before look more Piscine. They are a little more fishy in appearance.
Mhm.
This guy looks a little more amphibian, but he's the one yelling at them to pick up the pace, and he does carry with him a coiled whip, which he lashes at the 4 people who are pulling the cart. I'm telling them they need to pick up the pace, that they have to get all of these dug before the sun comes up. And what you almost didn't notice, Renan, is that on either side of him, walking in the jungle undergrowth, are 2 large dog-like creatures whose entire head is just a maw of rounded teeth. Like no eyes, no snout, no ears, just a giant ovoid maw of teeth and a long curling tongue that ends in spiked barbs. And they seem to be heading towards the grove where Hoppy and Oni are waiting at the intersection. They seem to be coming to this burial area.
Okay,
Well,
I'll
this guy's
sneak
gonna
back
get
and just
walloped.
tell everyone to hide. Because I probably won't have time to tell them everything I'm seeing.
I can cast Pass Without a Trace on our group so that we can all stay hidden until we're ready to attack.
How far
Okay,
does
well,
that
we may
reach?
not.
Do we need to get closer to each other?
30 yards? 1 second.
Going to be in feet almost certainly.
Oh, 30 feet. 30 feet from me. Sorry.
I will give you, as players, the opportunity to put yourselves wherever you'd like to be, lying in wait and hiding, whether that's for ambush or observation. But put yourselves on the map wherever you would like to be. You get the benefits of Pass Without Trace if you stay within 30 feet of Oni.
Renan,
I'm gonna.
Renan,
This,
hide. Renan, hide.
Hiding.
Hide,
Everybody
Renan.
relax.
Renan, hide.
I'm hiding behind this tree with
Perfect.
my hands over my eyes.
You can't see me. I'm
You're so
invisible.
smart, Hoppy.
Got him. Hoppy's new secret tech.
Toddler logic right there.
The hands of invisibility.
All right. Pass Without a Trace is a go. We all get +10 to our stealth checks.
Okay. It takes them longer probably than it would normally because of them having to wait for the cart that is overburdened with corpses. But eventually they start to enter the area, um, gently passing through the totem that they show some, like, no reverence for and borderline disrespect for, as this guy sort of has to kick it out of the way, bending it to the right slightly. And you can see them emerge here.
Ew.
He sends the dogs out ahead of him slightly, and they walk around smelling the trees. And right off the bat, you can tell that they know something is amiss. They go to like sort of panicked observation mode, sniffing around. It won't be long until they find the corpses of the tentacle creatures you left on the ground.
Who can charm monsters? We need to charm these things so that we can jump on this fish guy.
Ooh, good idea. Are they monsters though, or are they just aminals?
I have no idea.
Just fucked up aminals.
But they look gross, according to their tokens.
I feel like I did a fair job of describing them.
Yeah.
I do have charm monsters. There it is. I say we need to find out what it is first before we do that, in case it's just wasted spell.
But Amon has to do that, right? To identify.
What do I have to do?
You might be too far away for us to coordinate with. Can you identify if those are monsters or animals so that Draco can try to mind control them?
I have a more important question. How are you communicating that request to Amon? And if Amon can identify them, how would he communicate that information to anyone else?
Hand signals. We're using our family hand signals.
Yeah,
You
me
guys
and
have
Oni
a
and
family
Renan.
hand signal
Or
for
like
every animal type in
bird
existence?
noises.
Basic communication. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm
not Amon's idea,
charading.
but
Can't tell. Is he saying Carcharodon Carcarius or Megoptera novangelica? I can't see his pinky flare.
When in doubt, pinky out.
I'm willing to grant like basic, very very broad concepts can be communicated easily with silent hand signals, but I do not believe the "can you identify this creature and its weaknesses" and then a response could be done with hand signals.
Monster? Animal.
Oni's throwing gang signs.
Oni's getting wild up in here.
So you can tell by the way it walks that it's a crip.
Nice.
So to move this forward, you have a scant few seconds before the dogs that are in advance of this sort of party will find those corpses. I don't know what it'll do once they find them, but it's smelling a bunch of smells, and like a dog, it's kind of excited to be A, out in the world, and B, smelling new smells is always fun. But they're following the trail of the tentacle monsters that you just fought. In mere moments, they're going to find those corpses, and from there, who knows what they might be able to smell and discover.
I say we wait and see. What do you guys say?
Yeah, yeah. I'd like to just observe and see what I can see from watching them.
Yeah.
See it.
Um,
Try to identify whatever I can from where I'm posted.
based on animal handling, can I convince them I'm not there? I don't know, move further away or upwind or something?
Well, you are covered in the death and dismemberment juices of those creatures.
If we'll burn that bridge when we get there. If there's no immediate action, they are going to run down to about here, find the corpses of the dead tentacle monsters, and start just like ravaging them. They just immediately go into like destructo mode, like a dog trying to eviscerate a squeaky toy to get to the squeaker. They are just tearing these things apart, mutilating the corpses, notably not eating any of the flesh.
Wow,
Just grossly eviscerating them.
that's pretty gross.
When this guy moves to my proximity, I'm going to jump on his cart and try to take him hostage. I'm just letting you know that's what Oni's plan is.
He moves here. Behind him is the corpse cart and the 6 slaves. When he sees what the hounds have found, he says, "Oh, not again. When will these foul creatures stop spawning? Gah!" And the 2 humans in the back that were helping push the cart emerge from behind the cart, and you can tell they're wearing very crude, very sort of haphazardly crafted leather bandoliers. But on each of their chests, strapped 3 across, are small, thin glass ampules that are full of a swirling green liquid or gas. You can't tell. But as they approach where his position, they begin just throwing the ampules into the forest, and where they break, giant billowing clouds of green smoke begin to permeate the area. Right now, one has happened north of Hoppy, and one between Draco and Hoppy, and one just south of this guy. So between Amon and the Toad Man, another drop has happened. Let me see if I can get a quick image for this. It'll be easier.
Does it look like fear gassed based on what we've seen so far?
Or the
Yes.
memory stuff that Renan has. Okay.
Oh shit.
It's too big. That's what she said.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Something like that so far. And the other guy is coming to drop more as well. I'll give it back to you guys in sort of like a, not quite initiative turn, but like a round of priority if anybody wants to take any actions. We'll
Oh, I do.
start with Amon. Anything you want to do, having seen the change of circumstance here?
I'll signal to Oni mathematical equations. I'm just gonna wait.
The volume is pi r squared.
You should know this. We went over this. I can't understand the accent that you're using. Yeah, I'm just gonna hold my turn and observe a little longer. It seems like these guys might be friendly, so I don't want to necessarily ready an aggressive action.
Okay. Renan, anything you want to do?
Hell no. Chilling. I'm not helping these fuckers. Just kidding, guys. I
Hoppy,
love you.
any action you want to take?
I'm just going to no, I'm just going to stay here.
Okay.
I will actively avoid the fear gas. I'll say that.
That's fair.
I just want to stay out of the way of the fear gas.
Oni, anything from you?
Yes. I'm going to run up and try to grab this guy and hold him with my sword to kind of take him hostage and tell the two humans that are throwing their bombs to stop what they're doing.
Okie dokie.
I don't know what I need to roll to do that, but I essentially want to like do the hostage grab of around his neck,
Give me 1 second.
get control of his torso.
Sorry, the compendium is frozen right now. I need just a second.
I don't want to wait.
I believe you.
Be over. Want to know right now who will it be?
Did you hear?
Don't
Dawson,
don't
there's
Dawson Creek me. Don't Dawson Creek me.
Did you hear he's got cancer?
Oh,
Dawson?
no, I
Who,
didn't.
James Vanderbeek?
Yeah.
That's so sad. Is he gonna die? Say he's not gonna die. He's famous. He won't die. They go
He's
to
not that
Mexico and they
famous.
get.
He was famous in the 90s.
I immediately knew his name, James Vanderbeek, so he's famous to me, motherfucker. Don't talk about Dawson Leary that way. Thank you.
He is very famous to her. Let's just be clear.
Very.
I think I've watched Dawson's Creek 3
He is
times
well
through from
known.
start to finish.
It's all about the Paceys. Come on now.
I don't think I've
You
ever
can get right out of here. Fuck right off.
I don't think I've ever seen that show. I do know that Joshua Jackson's in it, and he's had a very fulfilling career. I think they both have done a lot of work.
Yep.
I don't want your life.
I mean, I'm more of a
Did
Katie
you
Holmes
start a
fan, me
cult?
personally.
Katie Holmes is too skinny now. She was beautiful when she was younger.
Yeah, she was.
She's way too skinny now.
All right.
Then she married Tom Cruise. Ew.
And, yeah,
Yeah,
got
that's the thing.
crazy, and there was some weird stuff.
Before we resolve Oni's action, Draco, in the previous to the apeshit bananas plan, is there anything you would like to do in response to the fear gas being thrown out and the dogs exploring?
I believe I could be okay. Actually, yes. I am going to come forward to see if I can work my way around without making too much noise to kind of come around this side so that way I'm not so close to it, even though I'm not too worried about it, since I do have the Stone of Purification. Don't have to worry.
Make a stealth check. Don't forget,
Plus 10.
I think you were no longer within 30 feet of Oni, though.
Well,
Because
but
she
you
went
said
running.
that everyone was taking their turns before mine resolves, so I'm
Oh,
still
sure.
technically where I was, as long as he stays
Where-
within 30 feet of.
Where was you?
I was here on the edge, so as long as he
And I-
stays
Okay.
in that.
Make your stealth check with a plus 10 bonus.
Okay, plus 10.
29
Nice.
will do.
I'm super sneaky because I'm little. I'm little.
I'm super sneaky. I'm like a sneaky snake.
Sneaky
A
snake.
I don't know why.
All right, you were able to move around position without drawing the attention of the dogs, who seem to just be interested in their like weird squid creature playthings. Oni, you just bound out of the forest and attempt to charge the frogman. Your intention being to hold him hostage with a sword to his throat. As you approach him, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
I'm still stealthy, technically. I'm trying to surprise him.
I actually
You
have to
guys-
look.
Stomach actually grumbling right now. It's so loud. I'm sorry.
Go get a snack.
Serious.
I asked my best friend Caleb to get me a snack.
I'll be right back, guys.
Unrelated, I'm going to go to the fridge.
Yeah. I also have to
There's
check
certain-
on Zeke because I hear the fridge opening and closing. So
There's certain things that I'm really good at doing for myself. Food's not one of them. I don't do that.
All right, I did my wisdom save.
Yes, I'm looking at the number because
18.
I think it's
1
going
8.
to be closer than I want it to be. No, you surpass. As you jump out, you encounter like a wall, a resistance, a sphere around him, basically mimicking the effects of the sanctuary spell. You crash into it like a bug on a windshield, but because your force of personality is so strong, you actually just shatter it to the sound of breaking glass. And now you would like to attempt to grapple him. Is that what I understand?
Yes.
Make your athletics check. You have him grappled.
Nice. Stop what you're doing. Don't throw those vials. I'm talking to the humans.
They're like so used to being beaten that like anybody that yells at them is like enough to force them to comply. They cower before you and stop doing what they're doing. Mostly just kind of like deer in headlights frozen.
I'm going to just growl to this guy. Where did those bodies come from? And what are you doing in these woods in the dark?
He can scarcely get a word out with the blade of your sword across his throat.
I won't be easing up.
Uh, he says, I have one simple word.
Plastics.
Out with it.
Inconceivable.
How do they pronounce it? Aluminium. There's not a second U.
Nice.
Destiny, or
Sorry.
Oni, he manages to speak a word that sounds quite guttural and angry in the Coatoan tongue. The dogs immediately stop what they're doing, turn on a heel, and attack Oni. And like, I think anybody who wants to join the combat can make an initiative.
Ooh, I do. Because I got an idea.
The hell?
Low rolls all the way around.
Well, my last one was 1.1. Now it's 2.1.
So you're going in the right direction.
So I was going to try to help you, but that's not happening now.
Well, we all go at about the same time, so
I'd roll
we
off,
missed
huh?
we missed Caleb because he's snacking.
Look at this snacks.
Get yourself a friend like that, okay?
D&D and snack retrieval. Get you a man that can do both.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The captive reacts first. And I need a moment to think about what I'm going to do. Oh, that's a mean thing. I think I'm going to start with that.
Mm-hmm.
Destiny. Sorry, I don't know why I keep calling you Destiny. Oni. Oh, I mean, I know exactly why. I just don't know why I can't keep those games separate right now.
They're pretty extremely different.
They are pretty extremely different. Oni, while you have him, bound up in a blade to his throat, he takes his weird, contorted, frog-like lips and gently kisses you, right on your hand that's holding your sword. And
That's not weird at all.
right away, your vision goes bright white, and you feel lightheaded and dizzy.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to make an intelligence saving throw.
Oh,
Damn, your
nice.
saves are off the chain today. It's ridiculous.
And I can tell you why, because her warrior instincts are going right now, and so she's going to be heightened awareness. She's very
Not
smart in
only is she an
tactical
incredible
situations.
athlete,
See?
A remarkable athlete.
a remarkable
Good.
athlete.
He
Good,
tries
Papa was
again.
pissed.
Having seen that it doesn't work, he mutters, "Well, that should have worked."
I'm
And
gonna
then
whisper in his ear, "You're not my type."
he then disappears from your grasp, Oni. Just poof, apparates.
Mm-hmm.
But in the woods to the south of your position, you can hear the rustling of trees. And ow, god damn it! Like a blind teleport into the bushes did not work out as seamlessly as he might have hoped.
I'm gonna.
Where he ended up is no secret to you, but he has teleported out of your grasp.
I'm going to alert my family to say he's on the move. Make sure he doesn't get away.
It is Hoppy's turn.
I'm gonna run over to him, or I'm gonna run over to him and attack him.
Ooh, are you gonna go through the smoke?
No, I'm gonna go around the edge. Yeah.
Round the outside, round
Around
the outside.
Either of those hit?
19 hits, 14 misses.
You mean 17 hits?
What did I say? Yes.
19.
And health bars when you have them in it.
We'll see.
I can also do horns, so I might as no, I can't because I raged. So
Copy that. Onyara.
I assume that I see the dogs or know that the dogs are making their way here.
Yeah, they are not subtle creatures.
Okay, since Hoppy has this guy, I'm going to just run straight forward and greet these disgusting creatures.
They're good boys.
Uh,
Maybe.
I'll start with this one here, if you want to put colors on him. So he takes 13 and another 12. Maybe another 13? Does 19 hit?
I have to look. It does.
Okay.
Was that red or blue?
Red. All three.
Okay. Just in time, you've, I guess, literally brought the party to them. It will. Ooh, let me see this. It will bite and claw you, but they will also utilize pack tactics and make these attacks with advantage. Starting with bites, one each.
Ooh.
1 hits for 22 damage.
Mm-hmm. And then 1 set of claws each.
And 1
1 hits
for 9.
for 9. They continue to like circle around you, trying to keep you boxed up. The way dogs sort of do when they're hunting a treed adversary, like they're just making sure that you can't run away. Not keen to the idea that you're not looking to run away.
Mm-hmm.
Draco, it's your turn.
Just trying to
Okay,
keep them
I will
distracted so
do-
they leave my family alone.
I think I'm going to cast. Let me see. Hey, how close am I? Yeah, that's not the button. Hey, that's the button. Okay, I'm going to take a step forward and cast poison spray on red.
Is it? Well, I'll make my con save and then you can tell me. No advantage, just a 19.
Okay, so you get half damage.
Is it half or is it
Or-
all or none?
The creature must succeed on a Constitution save to take 1d12. It says all or nothing. Dang, thought it was better than that.
Anything else from Draco in terms of bonus action?
Yeah, I'll sneak back behind Renan. I'm little.
Proclaiming out loud, no, now's not the time for that. He's all handsy. Oh, I don't have Renan on my initiative tracker either.
She must not have rolled.
I don't see it, yeah. Renan, would you like to roll initiative? I know we're missing Amon.
We're missing both.
Why don't you take your turn now, and then you'll go at the start of round 2.
Ooh,
Okay.
there it is.
I'm gonna hit red. Red's the one that you were attacking, right, Oni?
Yes.
21.
That hits. I see 21 points of damage.
Yeah,
That's
sorry.
what you
I
were
meant
telling me, I
21
see
damage.
now. Yep.
Sorry.
What kind of snack did we
Okay.
get?
Yum! It's
Ooh.
beautiful.
This is why I don't make myself these, because I would never do it like this.
But how
Anyways.
delightful.
Who's very good to me.
All right. That was Draco's turn.
No kidding.
We'll start with Renan at the beginning of round 2.
Kitty! Okay, sorry.
Okay, that's my
Hey,
shark
Mike
plate.
Popeye.
He wants my food. He likes to eat people food.
Me too.
Okay, same thing.
Nice.
You're welcome. Good thing you're hiding behind me,
Mhm.
Draco.
But I do.
Huge amount of damage from Renan's sneak attacks.
God.
Almost cripples the claw punches. Amon, do you want to hop in since you missed your first turn?
Mm. What's her bonus, though?
Oh, right. Sorry,
She rolled a
66.
66.
Thank
Because
you.
maybe she gets another turn to make another attack.
That would be rad.
It says your strike surprises your opponent. The target is surprised until the end of their next turn.
I don't think you're gonna survive.
Okay.
All right. Amon,
Reminder: surprise means that its attacks against it are made with advantage, and it can't take actions on its turn.
Make it on,
That's
baby.
good. Go ahead, Mon. Sorry. Oh, he wants a shark hider replate too.
Yeah, he wanted everything on that plate, but he's not eating his charcuterie plate.
Mm.
He's got his own that has apples and stuff on it. So I'm bro. I just want to take my turn, dude.
Apples and peanut butter meat.
Yeah, hand feed me like one of your French girls.
Hey, it's great when that happens. Just saying, Draco enjoys it.
I'm not feeding you, Draco.
Damn it.
Just
Don't let the mesh shirt confuse you.
handsome fellow that's gonna hand feed me.
Mhm.
Gravy train's coming into the station on biscuit wheels, boys.
Amon, Zeke, chill, dude. Amon is just chilling out in the trees, and he sees Oni, try to get the frog dude, and the frog, teleports away
Right behind you.
right next to Amon, and so I'm just gonna, since he attacked my sister, he's just gonna draw his bow and do his thing.
Sounds right.
Move Hunter's Mark, and oh,
Oh no!
You were startled. Your teleportation startled you.
okay.
A little tear gas in the eye.
Let's see what happens. Why's it got to be on the first shot too?
Dude, no.
That's a bummer. Oh no!
I'm gonna fall out of the tree.
You miss an attack and gaze upon the chaos of the battle, causing your confidence to falter. You have disadvantage on all attack rolls until the end of your turn.
Cool. I mean, but at least I get a turn.
That's true. I guess it could have been worse. Unfortunately.
First one would have been nice. All right. I had this nice little plan, but it went awry.
As all good plans often do. All right.
So that's what they say.
Go to the Caster Frog's turn. Caster Frog man. You've not talked to him really, so I can't give you any information. He will seeing Destiny, are you okay piloting Hoppy since I know you've done it before? Or do you want me to pilot Hoppy while he's not coming back, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. That's fine unless I think Zach's.
Guys, I have really bad news.
What?
I also have a really hard out at 11. I'm sorry.
Oh, we have 15 minutes. Okay.
We'll just finish this combat then and then probably call it down 2 players.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
The frog that's in melee with Hoppy draws from his bag a length of jagged metal that looks kind of like barbed wire. It's meant to look like sort of like manufactured thorns, and he bends it into a roughly round shape and causes it to float in space between his open hands. And as he starts chanting an arcane spell, you can see that twisted crown of thorns begin to manifest itself over Hoppy's head, and he casts Crown of Madness on Hoppy.
Oh wow, that sounds messed up.
I need a Wisdom saving throw from Hoppy.
And he not too bright. Oh no.
Hey,
This
21.
is so bad.
Wow.
It is really good. Hoppy's burning mask, he just snorts, it flames, and the metal crown of thorns just melts and fades away. This guy's having a really bad day.
It's because we're
Seriously.
in combat. We are professional gladiators. This is where we excel. We had to get these skills. We will roll ones the rest of the time, but not.
I will burn another teleport to go to here, and then use my movement to go to there and end my turn. And it is Amon's turn again. But it seems as though he may have stepped away.
John, shitty like combat this has been for you. All
These,
around.
Like, the first two mobs were dead easy, and this guy's just having a bad day.
Can I still see the frog dude from where I am?
Yeah, unfortunately, the teleport does nothing to obscure his presence, so like you can hear him, like the vacuous pop of air filling into the empty space, and then him going, "Ah, shit! I sat on thorns again." As he teleports into trees and then tries to run away. Like he is not a stealthy person.
Okay. So I'm gonna track him. I already have Hunter's Mark on him. I'm gonna add my other bonus action, which is like Hunter's Mark, and then I'm gonna shoot his ass. Literally.
Yes.
Ass shot.
Oh, that was. Wait, not disadvantage.
Weren't you at disadvantage
Is the-
until your next turn?
Yeah, so this should be that 17 should just be my normal.
Okay, 17 hits.
All right.
5.
24 hits.
And then. And 5 additional damage.
It's chaos. It's chaos. It's chaos.
I think that's all you can possibly do in a pretty good turn. It'll be Hoppy's turn next.
It's
Oh
chaos.
man, he's 45 feet away, and Hoppy can move 40 feet.
Almost like I chose that distance on purpose.
Ugh. Well, does he have any abilities that will let him do like a running attack?
The horn. His horn.
The horns are, if he charges,
the
he gets to do
fists.
the.
His fist, no? It's like 60 feet.
Fists.
He does have the ranged attack with fists of or knuckles of knocking.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna knuckles of knocking. Boop. That's my 40
our
feet of
last one.
movement. But I'm guessing it doesn't have the -4, or does it?
It cannot be used with Great Weapon Mastery, so you rolled, I don't know, a 12 plus normal stuff.
Okay.
It's probably enough normally to hit. I think that makes it an 18.
12 plus 7, 19.
Good. I see
16
only
damage.
3 damage. Well, he doesn't get the 10,
Oh, I see.
so just rage damage plus 2d10, which unfortunately I think is
2d10.
only 6. You rolled a 1 and a 2.
Ew.
The second time today, Mark has rolled a 1 and a 2 on 10s.
Oh, that sucks. Okay, can he do anything else in addition to Knuckles of Knocking? Or is that his action?
No. That's his action, yeah, that's like his attack.
Oh, I could have boring rushed him.
But you're not in melee.
All done.
It says immediately after you take the dash action on your turn and move at least 20
That's
feet,
it.
you can make one melee attack.
Mm-hmm. And if you had done that, you could do that, but unfortunately you're still 10 feet away. It doesn't like increase the range of the gore.
Okay. Can I attempt to grapple him?
If you were in melee, yes, but since you are not in melee, no.
Okay. Then I guess that's his turn. I'm sorry, I don't know his character well enough to know if I can do anything else.
I would think, except for the Knuckles of Knocking, everything is going to require him to be all up in that business.
Don't worry, he's not getting away.
Okay.
Oni, it's your turn, with a character you're hopefully slightly more familiar with.
All right, I'm going to go for red first. 19 hit.
Mm-hmm.
Does 11 kill it?
11 will leave it at 6, unfortunately.
Okay. Does 17 hit?
It does.
So that should kill off red.
Indeed it does.
And 23 should hit blue for 8.
Hey, chill.
Anything else from Oni?
No, just going to screech, "Don't let him get away!" And that's my
Oh
turn.
shit! And I lost my guys at 8 because I killed the wrong one. I'll put them back, and it's gonna be their turn.
Come here. We're being crazy. Okay.
No advantage because his packmate is dead, but he'll go bite claw. Bite misses, claw hits for 21.
Hits for 21.
And then I'll pass to Draco.
Okay. So we don't want him to get away, right?
Nope.
So I'm gonna hold person.
We want to question him.
Wisdom saving throw. Is that right?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Nope.
It's a bad day for the poor guy.
This guy's
We
just
really caught him off guard. Just knocked him off
really
his game.
having a day. I wasn't even supposed to do the run tonight.
So homeboy's paralyzed.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Renan, it's your turn.
Hey,
Whilst he's paralyzed, attacks against him are made with advantage, and his movement speed is 0.
okay, he's got a lot of life left in him. So I'm going to shoot him and not be afraid of killing him. I do not want to kill him. Which I don't
Nice.
think I will do. But 26?
26. Yep. It's just below half now.
Gone. Quit being so greedy. You had a lot.
I think I misremembered paralyzed. It is actually the creature is also incapacitated, so any attack against him is an automatic critical hit. Do you want to roll the set of damage again? You don't have to if you're trying to make sure that you don't, or you can say I want to leave him at 1 HP.
I mean, I'd like to roll it in case I get closer to having him.
But say
What
you're
is it?
leaving at 1 HP.
Mm-hmm.
I already said I didn't want to kill him. So if John can't figure that out, it seems like a John problem to me.
It does sound like a John
It's
problem.
1d6 plus 4?
Sneak attack also. Sneak attack is multiplied in a critical hit. Another 20.
Okay.
It's his turn. At the end of his turn, he gets to make a wisdom save to not be. Why is his wisdom so bad?
Because he's dumb.
Jesus Christ. This guy's just having a day. Oh man.
Wow.
It is real rough. He remains captured. Amon, it is your turn. I don't know if you could hear, but he's paralyzed and incapacitated due to hold person. So you can literally do what you want to him.
Or take out the doggy doy. That's Oni's favorite.
I mean, don't let the measure confuse you, but all right.
What's your deal, Frogman? You got like a cloaca situation?
Oh,
21 points of damage takes him to 10. Or is this at the dogs? Sorry.
no, this is the frog
And him?
man,
Yep.
and I don't want to kill him.
Oni, you got the dog, right?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I can take probably 2 more hits.
You know how to press the advantage. You gain advantage on all attack rolls against this target until the end of your next turn, which you already had, but you may
Quadruple
continue to have.
advantage. Yeah. um. Mechanically, can I say that I don't want to kill him and then unleash hell on him and leave him at 1 hit point?
For sure.
Okay.
Oh
my
yeah!
Well,
Well, don't say I don't know where the crit is.
Your senses heighten and you become aware of threats around the battlefield. You may use your dodge action after you take your attack. You may also use that bonus action to flick the bean.
Wow.
Detected.
hate them so much.
You would have made the exact same joke. Literally.
They could first. He is at 1 HP, clinging to life. Just he can't beg because he's paralyzed, but you can see it in his eyes. Just the, are you fucking kidding me? What even is tonight? There is a dog that remains. It is Hoppy's turn.
Hoppy's going to come pick this guy up by the leg and then drag him bodily back over here to the rest of the group. Like, not even being careful not to bump his head, just drag, thump, thump, thump.
Oh, and you killed him. Yeah, back. Is he going to get into melee with the dog?
Sure.
Because I know
While
we have a
he's
hard
holding
stop
that guy.
at 11, are you guys okay with us assuming that Hoppy and Oni in one turn can do 100 points of damage with a little help from their friends, and assume
Yeah.
that the dog
Yeah.
will get to make an attack again?
Yeah.
So we don't have to worry about it? Okay. I just want to make sure we get Michelle out of here on time. Dog is executed. You have a prisoner to interrogate potentially the next time we play on Dungeons and Dragons. Are we good for next Sunday? I know Mark said maybe.
I'm not. I'll be in Colorado at the time.
Okay. Let's wait
Oh, they don't
and
have
see
internet
what
in Colorado?
Mark has to say. But we may be tentatively skipping next week. I don't want to play with 2 players missing. So I'm going to put it on the calendar as a yes, pending Mark's confirming or denying.
Bye, everyone. Happy
Sweet.
Thanksgiving.
Sounds good.
Yeah, happy
Happy
Thanksgiving,
Thanksgiving,
friends.
everybody.